Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in. I'm Daniel Kovach, and today we're going to talk about applications of market profile and the Kovach momentum indicators. We're going to look at examples with Apple, Alibaba, and Facebook. So let's just dive right in, shall we? In our first example, we take a look at Apple. Notice that I've set some Fibonacci levels beforehand based on the upper and lower bound of this ranging period here. This can give me some ideas for profit targets to the upside or entry points if the asset retraces. The level corresponding to the dashed red line is a level set by a previous high. We know that those are pretty important. We can see here that Apple had a really strong trend day, and it hit our profit target set by this Fibonacci extension level here. But let's get into the details of the trade. In the morning, we could see that Apple opened just below the close of the previous day, which is just above that important level shown as the dashed red line. If there's not a lot of momentum in the morning, it's highly likely to test this level again before bouncing off. Furthermore, unless there's a lot of bearish conviction, it's unlikely to break it to the downside. Therefore, this level makes a great entry point. If you're interested in placing a trade, you might want to consider a limit order here. Since I don't expect the asset to break this level, I could place a stop loss very close and therefore have a very high reward to risk ratio. Note also that the Kovach momentum indicators have lit up for a second, indicating that the gas is let off and it might be a good entry point for a long trade. In our next example, we take a look at Alibaba. Notice here we have an open test drive where the asset is testing this important level here shown by the dashed red line. Similar to Apple, this level is really important and represents a great entry point. I know that if it breaks it, it's highly likely to retrace all the way, so I can place a stop loss fairly close to my entry point. Also note that the short-term momentum shown by the purple line has let off a little bit, while the long-term momentum shown by the blue line is still very strong. This is an optimal trading setup. In our final example, we take a look at Facebook. Notice how it's been rallying for the past couple days, and I also have this strong level here again shown by a dashed red line. At the beginning of the trading day, this represents a significant vacuum zone, and any bullish behavior whatsoever is highly likely to close it. For confirmation, we could take a look at the Kovach momentum indicators and see that the short-term momentum, again shown in purple, has let up a little bit, indicating that that's a great entry point. The blue line, or the long-term momentum, remains strong, indicating that momentum is still in our favor. Thanks again for tuning in. You could find links to ROI Trading Academy and my indicators in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe.